What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a special episode of Retro Hoop Collectibles. Word around the campfire, around the old water cooler, is that PSA has dropped prices to $15 a card. Here we go. I'm just finding this out just as you guys are finding this out. So here it is, 1996 to present. So there's a bulk card special. Do you need to be a collector club member? Yes, you do. Okay, actually, they got everything pretty nicely laid out here. So years accepted, 1996 to present, declared value no more than $200. Categories accepted, all sports. Items types accepted, regulars and small size cards. So the minis are in this mix. Membership requirement. Yep, you do need to be a member, and it's 120 calendar days turnaround, which is about 3 months. Exclusions: patch cards, no supersized cards, jumbos, packs, coins, pins, tickets, jumbo tickets, and dual service. So if you need, I'm assuming if you need an autograph and the card graded, need not apply. Now, what is this? I mean, okay, they just did $18 like a few months ago. Let me get off of this here. They just did $18 a few months ago, or a month ago, I think, or something like that. It is my idea that they are getting to the end of their backlog, of this massive mountain of a backlog that they've had for the last 2 years, because they took on way more work than they could handle. I would imagine they hired a whole lot of people to try to get through that backlog. Otherwise, that backlog would have, somebody you'd have been waiting for your cards for 2 or 3 years at a time. And so now they have all these people, and they don't really have the influx of cards coming in that they thought that they would have when they dropped down to $18, and when they dropped down to $30 or $20, and now they're at $18. Well, then now they put out a special at $15, which is geared really towards the ultra modern stuff, or the modern, ultra modern, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna. I never like to see people lose their jobs. I never like to see companies lay people off. But the fact of the matter is that what we're about to go into from a financial standpoint in the country as a whole is about to get ugly. And I just think it's not a good time for anybody to have mass amounts of overhead. Companies at this point should be looking to lean out. It's not gonna be pretty. The next, I'd say, 18 to 24 months is probably not gonna be very pretty. And so you're gonna see a lot of this going on. But I mean, this $15 ultra modern grading situation right before the holidays is, I would imagine, an attempt to try to bolster the influx of cards. Because remember, one of the things that I've always talked about. A company requires a healthy backlog. There is such thing as a healthy backlog. It's somewhere in the intersection where the market accepts your lead time, and you have enough work coming in to keep your people busy inside that lead time, and maybe for some considerable time after. And then you have a good head count to keep up with that amount of work that's coming in. And so there's a disconnect somewhere there, I think, with PSA. For them to have lowered prices, 3 times already in the last 4 months or 5 months or something like that. So this is going to get really interesting. Being that, let's see. I'm trying to remember what their last numbers were. Shout out to the folks over at GemRate. Great follow if you want to check them out. Here we go. Almost 1.1 million cards graded in the month of September. SGC, 69,000, 70,000 cards. I mean, by far, massive. They're up 21% from August. Goodness gracious. So August was at 895,000, almost 900,000, another million in July. June was another 900,000. SGC was at 100,000. Yeah, so SGC's been kind of plugging along here. 100,000 in June, 54,000 in July, 75,000 in August, and in September another close to 70,000, 69,000. I mean, again, I don't think they're getting 1 million cards a month. I don't think they're getting in 1 million cards a month. What is this? Gym rate. This is gym rate. I don't think they're getting in 1 million cards a month. I would be shocked if they were. And so at some point we're going to see that number fall off as they get through this backlog. We'll jump off of here again. So, you know, what's everybody's opinion on this? At $15 a card, I know there is a lot of people that are going to be sending in a considerable amount of cards. I think that may be the sweet spot, right? The problem is this 90-day turnaround or 120-day turnaround. So that's what, 4 months? So they're telling you 4 months. What that ends up being, who knows? But, you know, and then there's this constantly underlying situation about, okay, it's $15. Let's say you're happy with the $15. Let's say that you're okay with the 4+ month turnaround. The other question is that, and this is something that everybody seems to gloss over, is this idea that, is your card going to be graded accurately? Right? I mean, at the end of the day, is that not what you're looking for? Are you not looking for an accurate grade on your card? And I'm sorry, but 1 million cards a month? Do you really think that they're taking a really good look at that card and giving you a fair assessment on the condition of that card? Just think about that alone. And if the answer is yes, then hey, this is a great situation for you. $15 a card, you're cool with the turnaround time, you have faith in PSA's grading standards, then by all means, man, knock yourself out. I'm all about you being happy. But it's just something to think about whenever you putting that stack of cards together and sending them off. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Are you fired up? You got that box that you've been sitting on, that you know, that good old stack of, you know, are you ready to go? You fired up, ready to go? Let me know. If not, does this not move the needle for you at all? Because if it doesn't, then let me know too. I'm curious. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I love y'all. Remember, check out the podcast, Card Hedge Podcast. It's on Apple, Google, Stitcher, and SoundCloud. Drops every Saturday. Last week's episode was a banger with my boy Kurt from Kurt's Card Care. Check it out if you haven't already. It's on YouTube, but it's also on all your podcast stuff. Look for us. Catch you guys on the next video. Peace.